y'all? Just got finished watching season 2 of Daredevil, or not season 2, jeez, episode 2. I'm all out of whack because that was crazy. Wow. But we'll start at the beginning and then we'll work our way to the end where this crazy stuff's happening. But one cool thing is they name drop Spider-Man. I think you guys have probably seen it. If you haven't seen it and this is your first time knowing it, they can't show Spider-Man on TV. Only because Sony still owns the rights to like Spider-Man's TV distribution rights. So probably makes sense with like, you know, the Nicolas Cage Spider-Man Noir. I don't even know if that's still happening. Spider-Man Noir TV show and everything like that. But they name dropped them, which is cool. They were just talking about like, you know, we don't need vigilantes to save us and everything else like that. Crazy thing is we saw some cops on the subway platform and they're beating up some dude. It was a bait to try and get some people who are vigilantes, but I think that's kind of crazy. Kind of wild because it's like, you know, your average day person could be helping someone out or whatever, but one dude accidentally kills the cops. And it kind of made sense to me. Obviously, the man's White Tiger, only because of the stuff we've known from trailers and everything, which I'm trying to do better at not watching trailers, just so I can enjoy the shows a lot more. But Matt goes in, he's going to help him, he's going to defend him, and then, of course, they find out he's White Tiger, so it's them versus the cops. It kind of is reminiscent of, like, Punisher when he took Punisher to court and he had to defend Frank Castle and figure out what he wanted to do with that, which was kind of cool. But that being said, finding out White Tiger, apparently the amulet does have mystical powers, which is interesting. I hope they dive more into that. I know some people don't really like when Daredevil gets into like the mystical stuff. I personally like both of it when it's street level but mystical, such as the hand. The hand is a big thing that Daredevil has to deal with, and if you think of them, they're like the Foot Clan from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But they do have some mystical stuff sometimes that they deal with, and I think that's pretty cool. It's cool when Matt has to deal with that stuff, and it puts him in that light. I personally like the I call it spooky, but like the spooky part of Marvel, such as Ghost Rider, Daredevil, all those characters that we have to deal with, Doctor Strange, such as the Midnight Suns, which is cool. So hopefully, apparently we're going to be getting that soon in a Strange Academy, so hopefully we get that soon. But one of the craziest things is, and of course, sorry, we're not even going to pass over Fisk. Fisk is, of course, trying to get himself through this, you know, first 100 days of being the mayor. Usually first 100 days when you're the mayor, president, everything else like that, you're trying to, you know, meet and greet, make connections, everything else like that, and Fisk is doing it the best way Fisk can. Not like, kind of not threatening people. Well, he did threaten somebody, actually. He threatened the police commissioner about his illegitimate son, I guess, or his grandson. It seems like he was alluding that he had an illegitimate son out there somewhere and he was going to go find him. Name dropped KOP, name dropped Philadelphia, so go Birds. If you know me, your boy is from Philly, so that was pretty cool. But we're getting a little bit of Fisk. It's a lot of this episode was building up. It's kind of like more of a court drama in this one, but it wasn't without action. That end scene, Matt finds the guy who was getting beat up by the cops to go represent White Tiger. I don't fully remember his name, but in that he gets him out of his house. The cops are there. They're beating him up. We see a Punisher tattoo on his wrist, which is crazy. If you guys don't know the stigma behind that, and if you are watching this and you take a part in this, you need to stop. A lot of cops do use the Punisher symbol as like, I don't know, like icon, a symbol and stuff like that. But if you did not know, the Punisher, Frank Castle, does not like cops. In the comics, they showed him talking to the cops or whatever else like that, and they had the symbol on him and whatever. He killed them. He does not like cops. He does not like bad guys. He's only in it for himself. Punisher goes by his own code and everything else like that. And it's kind of crazy when we see stuff like that because it's tying into like, all right, it's the symbol of killing and, you know, stuff like that. Shouldn't be using it. You know, badge is completely fine. But they're using that and they're tying that into this series. I believe that's also in some of the comics that have been happening recently. So if you guys want to check that out, for sure, check it out. Maybe I'll do some reading list recommendations at the end of these. But they try and kill Matt, and what does Matt do? Gets up and beat the living crap out of them. I hope he didn't kill him because it looked pretty crazy, but he broke the one dude's arm and was going wild. But I think it's going to be in the next episode, kind of like, you know, you guys were off duty, messing somebody up. Who are you gonna tell, and what are you gonna do? Because like you weren't supposed to be there in the first place, so they're just gonna have to talk about them getting beat up. Maybe, I don't know. But it was crazy. He was whooping that behind. He was definitely messing them up. But you know, we'll see how it how it turns out with everything in the storyline and whatnot. And what I just said will be conveyed in the show about, the cops will probably be becoming their own type of vigilantes, such as the Punisher, just going in and killing people or trying to capture vigilantes and killing them, whatever. It will be conveyed in that. I forget the one guy I follow. Maybe I'll put it on maybe I'll put it on here if I can find the video and I'm able to put it online. But he dives into that about the Punisher and the relationship with cops using that right now and everything else like that, which is crazy. But guys, that was Daredevil episode 2, man. I am excited for this show. I'm glued. It's been a while since I've been able to sit down and just watch a show. I've been, with my family. I got a new job and everything. So I've just been, this new year, 2025, I think I talked about this before, either on the YouTube or on the podcast me and Mike had. I just was trying to get a new job, but now I have a New Year's resolution where I'm just trying to enjoy life a little more. Be more present and be more in the now. I was so stressed and worried about everything else like that, but life bills, how you're gonna make the next thing work, whatever. Right now we're pretty good, and I just love creating and I want to get back to creating, so we're here. But I didn't say in the beginning, but if you like this, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification when I post new videos, and also leave a comment. Did you like this episode? Did you not like this episode? Are you excited for next episode? Do you have any ideas of what's going to happen next episode? Put them in there, because also, like I say it in every video, I try and reach out to companies, see if they can give us some free stuff. It's no skin off my back. Guys don't have to pay for anything. And just exposure for me, and then also my audience. If they can give us free tickets to something, who knows? Superman comes out in July. We got Thunderbolts coming out soon, so if they can give us free tickets for that and I can give them away to you guys, that'd be great. We can do giveaways. So keep running them up. I will officially announce if there's ever a giveaway, but you guys commenting and everything else like that will help you with those chances whenever that does happen. So you help me out, I help you guys out, but I always appreciate you guys watching the videos, liking, commenting, subscribing. But catch you on the next one.